Hello guys, good afternoon. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, The Explicit Tutorials, and please, as you watch this video, endeavor to subscribe, like, share and comment so that when I upload new videos you will be notified by YouTube. Alright, so we are still discussing MTH 101, a topic, binomial theorem. We have solved some questions in the part 1 of this topic, and this is the part 2 or the part B of the topic. So we have 2 questions on the board. Once we are done digesting these 2 questions, we have about 3 to 4 questions we are going to solve. All right, so let's look at these 2 simple questions on the board. It said, given that P1 equal to s cubed minus s squared plus x plus 2 and P2 equal to 2s cubed minus s squared minus 2. What is the coefficient of s6, x5, x4 and s cubed if P1 is multiplied by P2? If P1 is multiplied by P2. Alright, so it means that you are going to place these 2 expressions side by side. So I'll have 2s cubed, like in the bracket 2s cubed minus s squared minus 2. That's for the first one now. Then the second one, I have s cubed minus s squared plus x plus what? 2. I've been able to put the 2 guys, P1 and P2, side by side. So we say, what is the coefficient of s6, x5 and x4 and x3, that is s cubed, if P1 is multiplied by P2? When you see this kind of question, you must be very, very careful, because you can see signs will mess you up. If you were supposed to write -1 and you are writing +2, you are finished. It means that everything you are going to be solving will be wrong. So you must do it carefully. Now let us expand. It means that I'm going to use everything here to open this bracket. I'll use this to multiply everything inside this bracket. So this is how you are going to go about it. This is 2s cubed, right? So you bring it out, 2s cubed, put everything. So s cubed minus s squared plus x plus what? 2. That's for this first one. You have what? Minus s squared in opening brackets, then x cubed minus s squared plus x plus 2. We are left with what? Minus 2. So minus 2 in the brackets, I put this s cubed minus s squared plus x plus what? 2. Bracket closes. So we've been able to use this. We have been able to compare everything here with this one here. So we are going to open the brackets now. We have expanded, but let us open the brackets. So if that is the case, this is what we are expected to do. Okay, now I'm going to use this to multiply everything here, this with this and this with this. Look at it here. Okay, let me break it down. So 2s cubed times s cubed. Alright, I'll have 2x raised by what? 6. Then minus 2 minus 2. I'll write this 2 first. So this times this, I have what? s5. Right? Then I have plus. Then this times this, I have 2x4. Right? 2x4. Then plus 2 times this, I have what? 4s cubed. Then minus this times this, I have x5. Minus times minus, I have what? Plus. So this times this, I have what? x4. Alright? So minus times plus is minus. So this times this is what? X cubed. So minus times plus is minus. S squared times 2 is 2x squared. Alright? 2x squared. Now, what is the next step? This is the next one, right? So this times this is minus 2s cubed. Minus times minus, I have plus. This times this, I have 2s squared. 2s squared. Then Minus times plus, I have what? Minus. Then 2x. That's minus times plus, I have what? Minus, right? So this times this is 2x. So minus times plus is minus. 2 times 2, I have what? 4. So I've been able to open the brackets. So what should we do next? We'll start comparing the x5, the x6, the x4, and so on and so forth. We have only one x6, so write it out. You have 2x6. Then the next one is what? X5. We have one x5 here. We have another x5. Okay, how many x5 do we have together? Just 2, right? So minus 2x5 minus x5, I'll have what? Minus 3x5. The next one is what? x4. I have one x4 here. I have another x4, right? Okay, the next one should be, yes, x4, yeah. So x2 plus 2x4 plus 1x4, I'll have plus 3x4, right? The next one is what? S cube. I have one x cube here. I have another one here and another one here, somewhere here. So s cube, where's the first one? So plus 4x cube, listen up, plus 4s cube minus 1s cube, I'm left with what? 3s cube. So 3s cube minus 2s cube, I have what? Minus 5s cube. So the next one is what? X squared. So plus 2s squared minus 2s squared, it is out. All right, let me just write it as plus 0x squared. All right, it's out. So I now have minus 2x minus what? 4. So this is what you are going to get. Hope you understood what I did. So what should we do next? Instead, we should look for the coefficient of x6, x5, x4, and what? x3, s cube. So the coefficient of x6 is this 2, comma. The coefficient of x5 is this minus 3, comma. The coefficient of x cube is this what? Minus 5. Then the coefficient of x, okay, is that all? x6, x5, x4. Okay, please. Okay, x4 is 3. So this is the answer. Very, very simple. Okay, what if we were asked to do the sum? If we were asked to do the sum of the coefficients, what happens? I'll now be having x6 plus x5 plus x4 plus x3. All right, x3. So what will I do next? So x6 is 2 plus x5 is minus 3, then plus x4 is 3, then plus x3 is minus 5. So minus what? 5. So plus times minus, I have what? Minus, right? So 2 minus 3, then plus 3, plus times minus, I have what? Minus, then this, and I have what? 5, right? 5. So what are we going to do next? This is 2 minus 3 is what? Minus 1, right? Minus 1. So minus 1 plus 3 is what? Plus 2, right? So plus 2 minus 5 plus 2 minus 5, I'll have what? Plus 2 minus 5, I'll have what? Minus 3. So minus 3 becomes the final answer. Just take it step by step. But trust me, in your exam, you may not be asked to look for the sum or the product or the difference of the coefficients of x6, x5, s cubed, x4. All right. The one they will ask you is the coefficient of this. So it's as easy as that. Are we good to go? So I believe what I just did was very clear. So if you don't understand, you can drop it on the comment section so I can explain it on the comment section. So the second question says, what is the coefficient of x4 and s cubed in the expansion? Okay, it is similar to the first one we did. All right, it's similar. Don't forget, you have to take it, you have to do it scrupulously and sagaciously. So you use this to open everything here. So I have 4s squared minus 3x plus 1. Then I have s cubed minus 4x plus 1. Alright, so what do we do next? You know what to do, right? So use this to open up the brackets. So 4x squared open brackets, s squared minus 4x plus 1. The next one is what? Minus 3x. Then, and I have s squared minus 4x plus 1. The next one is what? Plus 1. So I have s squared minus 4x plus 1, bracket closes. Alright, so let's open the brackets. This is for this, minus this is for this. Alright, I'm checking the signs. Plus 1, 4x plus 1. Very, very correct. So let's check it out. Is it 4? There's something, I'm sensing something right now. Okay, yeah. 4s squared, yeah. So let's go into it. So 4s squared times s squared, I have what? 4x raised to the power 4 minus 4 times 4, I have what? 16. S squared times this, I have x cubed, right? So I have plus here. So 4s squared times this, same thing as what? 4x squared. Then minus, this times this is 3x cubed, right? 3x cubed. So minus times minus, I have plus. 3 times 4, I have 12. So x times x, I have what? X squared. Minus times plus is minus. 3x times 1, same thing as what? 3x. Then plus s squared minus, this times this is 4x. Then this times this is what? Plus 1. Alright, plus 1. So what do we do next? Compare 4, 5, compare 4, 3, 2, whatever as the case may be. So I have x raised to the power 4 here, just only one. So I write 4x raised to the power 4. I have 1x cubed here, I have another x cubed here. So minus 16x cubed minus 3x cubed, I have minus 19x cubed, right? So I have s squared here, I have x squared, I have x squared. So plus 4s squared plus this is what? 16s squared, right? 16 plus this 2, 4 plus 12 is not 16. So 16 plus 1, I have what? 17s squared. Alright, what about x on its own? X on its own. So 4s squared, yes. Then x on its own. So minus 3x minus 4x. So will I have minus 7x. Alright, minus 7x. So plus 1. I believe what we have done is clear. So we decided to look for the coefficient of s cubed and s cubed and x4, is it not? Yes, s cubed and x4. Alright, so let me add s squared. Alright, so you know what to do. So it means that the coefficient of x4 is equal to 4, s cubed is equal to minus 19, then s squared is equal to what? 17. So it becomes s4 plus x cubed plus x squared. What do I do next? So x4 is 4, x3 is minus 19, x squared is what? 17. So 4 minus 19 plus 17. So this plus this is 21 minus 19. I have what? 2. So the sum of the coefficients of s cubed plus x4 plus s squared is simply 2. So that is the final answer. I believe what we have done is clear. Very, very clear. So in order for you to understand what I've just done, you have to listen to the video over and over again for a better understanding. Okay, so let's look at other aspects of binomial operation or binomial expansion. All right, another aspect of binomial expansion. All right, so let us look at some questions. I believe you are enjoying the class, aren't you? Very, very easy. Very, very easy. Very, 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 very easy. Okay. Now, look at what I'm having here. They said, question says, what is the coefficient? What is the coefficient of x in the fifth term of the expansion 1 plus x raised to power 6? In option, we have 1, 5, 6, 15. Then E, I have what? 20. All right, the number 2. Number 2. Where's number 2 now? God, where are you now? God, of these evil spirits everywhere. Okay, they said number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2. The constant term in the expansion of x minus 1 over x raised to power 6 is option A, they give us minus 20, B, they give us 15, C, they give us 60, then D, they give us 120. All right, so how do we solve this question? It is very, very easy. It is very, very easy. This is what you are expected to do. Don't forget what we did in our previous class. So the general binomial theorem formula. Don't forget, I gave you n combination arrow, then a n minus arrow, then x arrow. This is the general formula. Okay, so from what we have been given, so now they said the fifth term of the expansion, right? The fifth term means 5. Just say 5 minus 1, it becomes what? 4. All right, it therefore means that my arrow is equal to what? 4. It is settled. Now the expansion, we are going to compare this equation, this algebraic expression with this formula. N is 6. That is, n is equal to 6. All right, then a is equal to this first one, which is 1. Then x is equal to x from the problem given. All right, so I'll say 6 combination arrow, right? 6 combination arrow times a. Where is a? 1, right? 1 raised to power n minus arrow. Oh god, Let me break it down, please. Okay, let me put it here. So 6 combination arrow times 1 raised power, times like 6 minus arrow, then times x raised to power what? Arrow. Is that not correct? That is very, very correct. But we have established that arrow is already what? 4. Arrow is 4. What this means is they are trying to say x4 equal to what? X arrow. They are comparing it with this. Alright? So this will go into this. So that is why you are getting arrow as 4. So it means that this expression is out of the game. Is that not correct? So now we have a 6 combination 4. We said arrow is 4. Then times 1 raised to power what? 5. This is same thing as what? 1. Okay? Is it positive 1 now? Okay? Okay. Let me bring it here. That is 6 minus 4. I have 6 combination 4 times 1 raised to power what? 2. So how do you do this? That is, this becomes 6 factorial over 6 minus 4 factorial, then 4 factorial. Okay, this becomes 6 times 5 over, we're having, this is 2, right? The 4 minus 6 minus 4 is 2, right? So 2 times 1. This time this is what? 30. I hope you are following what I'm doing. So this is 2. You see? 4 is 2 now, so times 1. I have, so 2 times 1 is 2. 6 times 5 is 30. Divided by 2, I have what? 15. So the answer is what? B. 15. It's as easy as that. Very, very easy. Just follow it step by step. You get it. X is x. So this is what we got initially. This was the original expression. We got arrow as what? 4. So which means that 6 minus 4, and I have what? 2. Right? So 1 times 1 is sitting as 1. So this time is sitting as what? So the answer is simply what? 15, sorry. Oh God. The answer is simply 15, which is option what? D. Now the next one is this. This is the next one. Okay. Oh. So what they said, the constant term in the expansion of x minus 6 is, we have not given a fifth term here. We have not given any term. Let me check this. Let me check. The expansion term in this, the constant term in the expansion of x minus, let me check if we are given other values alongside. Okay. I think that is what we are given. Let's check it out. Don't forget the formula. N6 arrow a n minus arrow, then times x arrow. So this becomes 6 arrow. A is this x. If this one goes up, becomes what? X minus 1. So I now have times a, which is this x, then n over n, n is 6 minus arrow, then times, now this is minus 1. This is like saying minus, this is minus 1 arrow, then this x goes up, becomes x minus 1. Don't forget the arrow is there. So now we are having 6 c arrow times x plus 6 minus arrow, then minus 1 arrow, then 6 minus what? Arrow. Okay. Oh, they gave us the third, they gave it to us as third term. Sorry. Third. So third. It's like I forgot. Excuse me, let me check if I can get the exact. Excuse me, please. Let me check something. My mind is telling me that something is missing somewhere. Oh God. Okay. Excuse me. Pardon. Just pardon me. Oh, God, where are you now? Yeah. Yeah. That's Wala. Wala is like keke. Okay, let me check the question. Okay, they said find the term in the okay. Okay. Okay, it's the arrow was not given. So how do we solve for the arrow? How do we now solve for the arrow? I thought the arrow was given just as we did this one. So we are now having x, that is x 6 minus arrow, then x minus what? Arrow. The question is correct. I thought something was missing. So I'll now be having 6 combination arrow times, now this is x. I'll compare this x with this other x. I'll be having x 6 minus arrow minus what? Arrow. Then minus 1, of course, arrow. So this is 6 combination arrow times x raised by what? 6 minus 2 arrow. That is this minus arrow is what? Minus 2 arrow. You now be having minus 1 raised by what? Arrow. Now, this, you don't have anything you have to compare this with. You simply say 6 minus 2 arrow equal to what? 0. So 6 equal to 2 arrow. Divide both sides by 2. I have arrow to be what? 3. Yeah, I said it. Third. Alright, so what do we do next? You can now put in, you can now slot the value of arrow into this equation. You'll now be having, this 6 combination 3 times, we are done with this, don't forget, we are done with this, minus 1, that's minus 1 raised by what? 3. Right? So because this guy is an odd number, we are going to be this is 6 combination 3, that's 6 factorial, 6 minus 3 factorial, then 3 factorial. This is 6 times 5 times 4 over 3 times 2 times what? 1. Alright? So what do we do next? You multiply and divide. Don't forget that this place is going to be minus 1 because the power is an odd number, or it's an odd number. So this into this is 2. 3 here, 2. 2 times 2 is 4, right? So 4 times 5 is 20. So now I have 20 times minus 1, I'll have what? Minus 20. So minus 20 is the final answer. And the option is what? A. The correct answer to this question is what? A. So please take note of that. At this point, we'll call it a day. Thanks for watching. If you know you have not subscribed to this channel, do so that when I upload new content, you would be notified by YouTube. Do have a wonderful day. God loves you.